Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to fold a rabbit. This is a traditional model. I'll be using a 6-inch sheet of kami. And we're going to start with the colored side down. Now we're going to valley fold the model in half vertically. So I'll bring this right edge over to line up with this left edge. Make sure that all lines up, and then crease all the way across. And then unfold. And now we'll fold in half along both of the diagonals. So I'm going to start by bringing this top right edge down to meet the bottom left corner. Sorry, the top right corner to meet the bottom left corner. Just make sure those two corners line up, and then crease. And then unfold. We'll do the same thing along the other diagonal. And bring the top left corner down to meet the bottom right corner. Line that all up and crease. And then unfold. And now we're going to bring this right edge in to meet this center crease. We'll be forming a valley fold right in the center of this right section. Bring that right edge in to meet that center crease. Make sure it lines up all the way across, and then crease it. Now we'll do the same thing on the left side. Bring that left edge into that same center crease, and then crease it. Now we're going to bring this top edge, we'll be folding all the layers, and we're going to bring it down to the center here. So you can do that if you look on the inside. There's a little X right where the center is. So I just mark that with my finger here. So my fingernail is right at the center of that X. Then I take this top edge, again folding through all of the layers, bring that down to meet my finger there, and just make sure those two vertical lines are lining up, and then crease it. Next we're going to pull out two hidden corners here. We're going to start with this right side. If you look inside, there's a little hidden flap. We're going to pull that flap out, and there's an existing crease that starts from this corner here. So we'll reform that crease as we're pulling the corner out, and make sure everything lines up. This vertical crease here should line up with this vertical edge. Once that lines up, you'll be making a hidden fold on the center layer. And it should look like that. We'll do the same thing on the left side. So pull out that hidden corner. I'll show you kind of what's happening on the inside here. Just line all of that up. Again, that vertical line should be aligned with the vertical edge. And then crease it firmly. Now turn the model over, top to bottom. Now we're going to make a valley fold that runs from this corner into the center line right here. So we'll run just like this, So start folding the edge up and start by creasing lightly from this corner and then crease lightly right on the center just to make sure they line up. And once they're all lining up, then you can crease firmly. I'll do the same thing on the left side here. Just start from that corner. Make sure the crease is running all the way to the center. And then press down firmly. Okay, now turn the model back over, top to bottom. Then we're going to be making reverse folds on these two corners. Now the easiest way is if we do a little pre-crease. You already have this diagonal line right here where you have a crease. We're just going to form that crease just to make sure it goes through both of the layers. So bring this bottom edge, both the edges, into a line with this center line. Just reforming that crease that you've made before, just making sure it goes through both layers, and then unfold it. And do the same thing on the left side. Unfold. Now we'll turn those into reverse folds. So starting on the right side, open that layer slightly, and then push the corner inside, reforming those two creases we just made, and then flatten it. Now, same thing on the left side. Just reform those creases and flatten. Now take the entire model and mountain fold in half along the center line. And then lay the model down, orient it like this. And now if you look over on this left side here, there's 3 different flaps. And we're going to make a reverse fold on the center flap. This will be forming the tail. And this fold is done to taste, but you want to have it start from right here where all 3 of those flaps meet. And it'll run just about right here. It'll form a reverse fold. It'll be pushing it up through the center. And about this much. And then crease it firmly. It should look like that. That's just to form the tail. Now, if you want to adjust that, it's not too hard. If you just kind of hold your fingers on the bottom, you can slide it around and reform it to make sure it looks good. And then for the head, you'll see where these vertical lines are right here. Just make a valley fold along that line. And then open that out slightly so it's at an angle. And that's to make it so the model can stand. And then we're all done.